So when you walk in after being hired at Saturday Night Live, what was the perception of how the show worked versus the reality when you got there? And kind of who took you under their wing and said, this is how the job works?
No, nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody does that.
Really? No one said, come on, Fred, you're in the club now?
No, it's more like, and this is what's good about it, is it's like you just have to figure out.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, and then you get to redefine what that means. So, because there's no rules really, it's sort of like, well, let's see, what can you do? You're able to sort of find what voice is going to work best for the show. Over the years, I used to think that there was a philosophy to how sketches got on the show or not on the show. You take things real personally and like, did they not like the way this? But a lot of it is just very simple sort of like timing. Oh, I'm having like a million memories of what it was like. I'm just remembering because when I first got there.
Yeah, what stands out?
The thing that's best about the whole experience is not the time you spend on TV. It has nothing to do with that. It's that you meet people from around the country, cast members and writers, who think like you do. People who really make you laugh. So when I got there, I met these funny writers, I met Tina Fey, Horatio Sands, Rachel Dratch, Jimmy Fallon, all these people who think like, they're like a heightened form of thinking, they're so funny. I had never experienced that ever. It's like a drug. Hanging out with these people is like a drug. Maya Rudolph, her experience with music and the way they would mimic sounds of the 80s with their mouths, just that. That's the best part of it, is just meeting these people who think like that and engaging with them. That is what I'll always remember. Like being in an office, writing with people, laughing so hard, I couldn't even catch my breath.
How do you trust that your original voice can keep up?
Oh, by their reaction. When they write you into their sketch. When they say, let's write together. When Maya Rudolph says, let's do something where we play a singing couple or whatever. Just the invitation.
When a cast member is only on for a year or two or whatever, does that experience often not happen, that they're not finding enough of those moments of writing partners or getting pulled in? Is that sort of the proof is in the pudding type of thing?
Wow, that's a very good question. That's probably where for them it starts to get, that's a matter of chemistry, where they're not finding the writer. Maybe that writer doesn't work there yet. It's just the timing of who they can get to work with. But yes, that's where it is, because you need people to write with.
Yeah.
You need people to bounce ideas off of.
You can't barrel in there with 12 sketches on your own.
No, you cannot. It's just good for you. It's good to get, because when someone tells you like, no, that's been done already, or that seems a little, whatever, that's really important. You need it. You can't go there alone like that.
Did you have to develop more of a thick skin initially?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Like, do you remember a time where you got shut down and you felt like...
It's the most, you learn quick. Because you go in there a little bit like, well, I'm kind of a genius, right? I wrote this sketch, I'm kind of a genius. Let's do this sketch, Then they kind of let, you do it for dress rehearsal. And you go in front of there's a crowd there. And the silence you are met with, like, first you're like, well, it's just a bad crowd. They must be tired. Then the next sketch comes on, you hear them laughing really hard at someone else. You get a real lesson in like, oh, you think you're great? Every week you've got to come up with something new, and you cannot rest on what you think is so brilliant. In fact, if you have a success the week before, you can't come in the next week and go like, hey, it's me. You're back down to, it's a really good school. It's a good school for like, do not think you're precious.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.